Hi, this is Dan from Magic Pachinko Restorations with another short video on a vintage pachinko machine. If you enjoy watching these, I would certainly encourage you to click on the subscribe bar down below, and that'll let you know when I've got more videos to show you and so on and so forth. And if you haven't been there yet, magicpachinkorestorations.com is now up and running. Lots of information there on vintage pachinkos, not only what I'm doing, but all of the instructional videos that I've made are there, and so on and so forth. Good place to go to get a lot of information on vintage pachinkos. This particular machine is a 1976 Sanyo. This was a machine that I had acquired out of Chicago on one of my visits, and customer went to the website, saw it as a potential machine that was for sale, and decided he liked it, and so I did the restore on it. This one has been fully restored with one exception, and that is the playfield. The playfield on a Sanyo is a little bit different than other machines in the sense that this is not heavy paper that's been printed. This is actually a Formica surface that they printed on, so these don't peel off. You'd actually have a heck of a time getting them off. So you can't pull the nails, it chips the Formica. So everything got stripped off except the nails. The playfield got cleaned. Fortunately, they're not susceptible to water damage. The colors stayed quite bright, so once it was cleaned up, the playfield looks really nice. And then I cleaned all of the nails in place. A lot of work for me, but the end result is it looks very nice. Everything else on the machine has been restored, torn apart, cleaned, polished. All of the wood gets sanded, polyurethane, so on and so forth. So there are stabilization feet on the machine, so it is freestanding. It won't tip over. Show you the back. With all of my machines, I include a 12-volt plug-in. You just plug this in, and it will power the lights. Actually, I'm going to turn this back around now that I've plugged it in. This one has some special lights that were done to it. There are certain machines that you can do this with. Not all pachinkos are susceptible to having the extra lights put in, but this originally would have had one incandescent bulb back there to signify that the machine was running low on pachinko balls. I replaced it with an LED array, and then this was a dummy over here, but I just cut a hole through the board and was able to wire it and duplicate it. So now you've got the nice bright lights that light up to say, hey, I'm running out of pachinko balls, you need to put some more in the hopper. This array over here originally would have had a couple of light bulbs in here that would have lit up the orange and the red segments here, but this lends itself to having LEDs put into it. So that's what it looks like when you get a win. The LEDs come on. There's 18 LEDs, 3 in each segment. And that's pretty cool. So I like that a lot. This is also what's called the derby gate. Right now the derby gate is open. It's a huge target. It's easy to get pachinko balls in there. So this machine will pay out a lot once you get it rocking and rolling. It's a pretty cool machine. So let me turn it back around. There were a number of things missing on this machine, which I just don't understand it. Pieces go missing, and I don't know, whatever. It's always a challenge when you buy a used pachinko machine to find out what's missing. Missing cover here, no big deal. It's simply a clear plastic cover that would have been here to protect this area. It's not a functional piece. The upper track cover was missing, so I modified one from Anisogen to go across here to cover the upper or the lower track. And oddly enough, there was a major part of the jackpot missing. I have no idea why it was missing. It must have broken at some point in time, but fortunately we were able to get another one made up for it. So everything is completely functional now. We're in good shape. So when you get ready to play this machine, you're going to load the vast majority of your pachinko balls in the upper hopper. You can fill this right up to the top. The balls will run down, around, and into the jackpot chamber. When enough weight is here, it will push down and turn that light goes off when there's enough weight from the pachinko balls right here. Okay, so we'll load this up. So you need some sort of a tray or a box or anything will do that's wide enough between here where the losing balls drop out and here where the winning balls drop out, so that it would sit approximately there and be able to catch the balls as they drop out. Eventually this fills up, you run out of balls, you just simply bring these up and put them in here. The other thing you want to check is to make sure that the seesaw is in the position that it's in now, and what I mean by that is it's tipped at this angle rather than tipped at this angle. If it's tipped at this angle and you start to play, you won't get wins and the balls will just continue to jam up inside the machine. So make sure the seesaw is in this position before you start. It's easy to do because you can just reach in there and get it in its proper position. With the cover on, you would have pushed up on this. That's what that's for. But without the cover, it's just easy to reach in and get it in the right spot. So plenty of balls here, seesaw in the right spot. The catch basin is going to end up right about there. So you're going to place some balls in here. Put the catch basin back there to catch. Now the first time you launch a ball, nothing will happen. It takes one cycle for the ball to get inside the machine and be launched. So the next time you try it, it will launch. You're just going to press all the way down, let it roll off your thumb, and it launches a ball. Now the derby gate it's a little bit weird. The derby gate it doesn't slam shut. I suppose it should. I don't see any reason why it's not, because it's completely free. But the fact that it's still open is not a bad thing, because it's a much bigger target when it's open. You haven't gotten a win yet because the ball's still sitting in there. But let's launch a couple more balls. So that other ball forced the derby gate closed, the ball went inside, and you did get a win. So that's the machine. It works great. Hope you have a lot of fun with it. Thanks a lot.